na kuria bunge maikorio makiaruka kana maikoro makimiaririria arita ria keri ni ndereti iria ikoretwo ikiharirio na kuria kana na kuria kamiti iria ikoretwo igitongorio ni mubunge uikaine ta kuria Kimani ni mubunge wa Mohoro makorio magitemania bunge-ini kuria kura muthenya wa rucio mbere ya kigina kia budget kana mbere ya budget waikoro igithomwo muthe wa kana kuria bunge-ini tukiamukira riboti iyo.
Public Investment Management, Monitoring and Evaluation Services, General Administration, Planning and Support Services.
There is one with an amendment. I propose the question that the programs under vote 1072 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Mover.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I beg to move that the program be amended as follows. That a sum of Kenya shillings, that a sum not exceeding, I beg to move the following amendment, that the schedule be amended in vote 1072 by deleting the figure Kenya shillings 2,533,750,000 in column 7, that is gross capital estimates, under program 0707000, National Statistical Information Services, and substituting therefore the figure Kenya shillings 2,433,750,000. Madam Speaker, this is just the alignment of the budget as we debated last week, Madam Speaker, but also on the same breath, because we are still on the same department, I want to bring to the attention of this House that we have actually added Kenya shillings 10 billion that is going to NGCDF, Madam Speaker, which technically means that every constituency in Kenya, to enhance community development in regards to the new formula, in regards to NGCDF, every constituency will get between Kenya shillings 25 million to Kenya shillings 40 million in the next financial year, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. I propose the question that the program National Statistical Information Services under vote 1072 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the program National Statistical Information Services under vote 1072 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I put the question that the program under the vote National Statistical, I put the question that the program National Statistical Information Services under the vote 1072 as amended and sums allocated be approved. I propose the question that the programs Economic Policy and National Planning, Public Investment Monitoring and Evaluation Services, General Administration Planning and Support Services under the vote 1072 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs Economic Policy and National Planning, Public Investment Management Monitoring and Evaluation Services, General Administration Planning and Support Services as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding 60,423,290,000 Kenya shillings be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the recurrent and development expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2024 in respect of vote 1072, State Department for Economic Planning. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Acio ni abunge makiarĩrĩria kana makiarĩrĩria ndereti ĩyo ĩgiĩ kĩgĩna na ĩrĩa ĩgĩtemanĩrio bunge-inĩ, na kũrĩa rũciũ nĩguo abunge magagĩkorwo makĩrika nĩguo gũkorwo makĩmĩikia kura either kũmĩgũithia kana kũmĩhetũkia. Tũgagĩeterera tũkĩone, na ndikĩũĩ hihi woni waku nĩ ũrĩkũ na ũkĩaranĩria nani woni waku nĩ ũrĩkũ igũrũ rĩa ndereti ĩno ya kĩgĩna na makĩria ĩgĩũka gũgĩikĩrio kura mũthenya wa rũciũ. Ningĩ no kĩnyandĩkire mendekithia maku nĩ marĩkũ na nĩngũgĩkorwo ngĩgũtambũra. Rĩu tũgĩtigane na icio no ĩndĩ tũkĩrĩo ndereti-inĩ ĩno ya kĩgĩna nĩ atĩ kũrũmĩrĩra rĩendekithia rĩa kamĩtĩ thuranĩre ĩgiĩ kĩgĩna kĩa mwaka wa 2023 gĩa gũkorwo ĩkĩgũithia gĩcunjĩ kana kũgũithia marĩhi ma igoti kuma gĩcunjĩ kĩa 3% nginya gĩcunjĩ kĩa 1.5 kĩa marĩhi ma nyũmba. Mwandĩki tuti kana Mobi wa Munyĩrĩ nĩ agĩthiĩte matũra-inĩ na gũgĩthikĩrĩria woni wa mũingĩ igũrũ rĩa kũgũithio kwa kĩgĩna gĩkĩ, na maya nĩmo agĩtinda agĩtũcokanĩrĩria.
Na rĩendekithia rĩrĩa rĩheanĩtwo nĩ kamĩtĩ ĩrĩa ĩranyabara ndereti ya kĩgĩna rĩgiĩ kũgũithia igoti rĩa nyũmba kuma gĩcunjĩ kĩa 3 nginya kĩa 1.5%. Nĩ tũcerete mũciĩ wa Nairobi nĩguo kũrogota mawoni ma Wanjikũ megemainie na rĩendekithia rĩrĩ.
Niseme kwamba the 3% levy, I don't oppose it in total because it's a good idea. What I oppose is the timing and the criteria ambayo inatumika kukata hizo pesa.
Ni ndita mwananchi wa kawaida, ni no njuge igoti riu ni wega rinyihanyihio gitumi ni tondu ongikorwo rianyihanyihio ni komiti wira uria urarutwo ni thirikari nigetha nyumba icio ciagire. Ni wega handu ha mundu wa thirikari anyihanyihirio.
For me, I would advise or I would say that it is not good for this time for the government to bring financial the bill on the house issue. I just want them to drop it. But because they have reduced it to maybe 1.5%, I think for some people it is good. But
it is a good thing, basing on the fact that less than 3% are landlords and around 97% are tenants. So it's a very good initiative. Yeah, it's only that they should look into the model that, City Council did way back to have affordable houses.
I would say that's really a very good thing. Because looking at the state of economy right now, everybody was voting for this country to, get more, better promises, and looking at what the government was promising to the Mwananchi, and now coming in more tax and
nĩmo mawoni marĩa Wanjikũ akorwo agĩtũhe megemainie na rĩendekithia rĩrĩ kũrĩa aroneka kwaga kũiganĩra. Ngĩribotera gĩcunjĩ kĩa woni wa Wanjikũ Mũthingi TV.
Thengio mũno mwandĩki tuti Mobi wa Munyĩrĩ nĩ tondũ wa riboti ĩyo, na rĩu tũgĩtigane na icio tũkĩrongorerie ciĩgiĩ no ĩndĩ no igũrũ rĩa ngarama ya mũtũrĩre, na nĩ atĩ Akenya kana mwĩhoko wa Akenya wa gũkorwo magĩeterera kuona kana mathogora ma maguta maya gũkorwo makĩgũithagithio nĩ ũcingimanĩirwo, kuona atĩ Minister wa mahinya ma mahũthĩro gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ nĩ deficit nĩ akiugĩte atĩ thirikari nĩ gĩbatarĩte kahinda makĩria nĩguo ĩkorwo ĩgĩthũrima na kana gũkorwo ĩkĩgũithia mathogora maya. Gũkĩrĩ ũguo kana nĩ akiugĩte atĩ nĩ maragĩkorwo magĩthĩnga kana marĩire mĩtaratara ya gũkorwo magĩthĩngĩcĩra mathĩna maya na marĩa magomeire Mũkenya na njĩra nene. Mwandĩki tuti wa itherero wa Njoroge nĩwe ũkĩrĩ na riboti ĩno makĩria.
Akenya maikarĩte metereire ta tũturu hĩndĩ ya ime mone kana bei ya maguta nĩ kũgũa. Ĩndĩ gũtirĩ na mwĩhoko kuona thirikari nĩ yugĩte ngarama ya maguta ĩgũthiĩ na mbere na kuongerereka.
Kufika kwa miezi zingine milioni $1 ikaenda mpaka milioni 5, milioni 7. Ukifanya allocation unaona kwamba lita moja yaweza kwenda mpaka shilingi 1 kuongezeka kulingana na kuchelewa kwa mafuta kutolewa kwa meli, na hiyo mafuta kutolewa kwa meli inahusikana na facilities ama tanki ile tuko nazo haitoshi. Sasa meli inafika, unajaribu kutoa yote, unabaki tanki zimejaa na mafuta yote haijatolewa. So meli inabidi meli ikae kidogo, na hiyo kukaa kidogo kwa regulations ya demurrage inabidi tulipe hiyo meli.
Minister Davis Chilchil niaugite thirikari nirabatara kahinda niguo gucokereria garama ya muturire na bei ya indo ikorwo ikigwa,
ili kwamba pengine hii maneno ya VAT ikikuja pia torejesha bei chini kidogo.
Akiaria ari kaunti ya Mombasa, Chilchil niaugite bururi ufatie kugura maguta magitumira ciringi ya Kenya handu ha dola, undu uria uguteithiriria thogora wa muturire kugwa.
Tumejaribu sasa hiyo G2G for 2 months, na wale wanatupea mafuta kutoka international oil companies wameelewa kwamba risk haiko juu vile walikuwa wanafikiria, ili kwamba kutoa LC iko na bei ya 0.4%, alafu kuconfirm hii ni kusema kwamba the risk taker, ile benki inasema pengine KCB kama itapata shida kulipa, tutalipa on behalf of KCB. Inachukua another 0.7% of the cost. Sasa tunafikiri kwamba kwa sababu tumefanya kwa miezi 2 na tunaona vile pesa inakaa kwa account, they can see the security of their money, itabidi to renegotiate that 0.7%, pengine turudishe chini kiasi ama hata iletwe mpaka 0. That might save us another 1 shilling on the cost of petroleum per liter.
Riu ihoya ria a Kenya ni kuria thirikari iguithagwithie thogora wa muturire.
Tunataka ile pesa ambayo ina declare kwa treasury kwa printed estimates iwe hiyo ndio tunaona kwa vitabu zetu, na pia iwe na budget yake, iwe sio tu pesa tuna target kutengeneza this much na tunaona surprise projects. Lazima tujue hizi projects. This is not a public investments committee.
Handu-ini ha Muthingi TV njitagwo Waitherero wa Njoroge.
Aya, thengio muno mwandĩki Waitherero wa Njoroge nĩ tondũ wa riboti ĩyo yaku njega, na rĩu tũgĩtigane na icio tũkĩrongorerie ciĩgiĩ ũgima wa mwĩrĩ, na nĩ atĩ Gavana wa kaunti ya Kirinyaga niwe Murugi wa igũrũ ni akenyitĩte ũgeni atongoria matiganĩte arĩ hamwe na mũtongoria wa bũrũri President William Ruto hamwe na mũnini wa Rigathi Gachagua, na nĩ igongona-inĩ rĩa ũrugũria wa thibitarĩ wa gĩkĩro kĩa igũrũ. Gũkĩrĩ ũguo kana kaunti-inĩ ĩno gũkinyanĩria nĩ mũbango-inĩ wa gũkinyanĩria tabarĩra cia ũgima mwega wa mwĩrĩ. Gũkĩrĩ ũguo mũtongoria wa bũrũri Ndagĩtarĩ William Ruto nĩ akiugĩte atĩ kana nĩ akiugĩte nĩ ekĩrĩire harĩ gũkinyanĩria tabarĩra cia makĩria cia ũgima wa mwĩrĩ kũrĩ mũingĩ, na kũrĩa agĩthiĩte na mbere na gũtĩtĩrithia wĩheani kana gũikia rĩtana kũrĩ ambunge gũkorwo makĩhĩtũkia ndereti ya kĩgĩna wona yagĩkorwo ĩgĩtemanio bunge-inĩ. Reke tũkorwo tũkĩamũkĩra riboti ĩyo na ĩrĩa tũkĩharĩrĩirio nĩ mwandĩki Mũcwe wa Maina.
Mahoya ma aikari a Kirinyaga marĩ kũiguo thutha wao ũmũthĩ kũrugũrĩrio thibitarĩ mũnene wa kĩrathi kĩa igũrũ nĩ Gavana wa igũrũ, igongona rĩrĩa rĩgwĩkinyĩtio nĩ mũtongoria wa bũrũri William Ruto na mũnini wake Rigathi wa Gachagua.
Kerugoya County and Referral Hospital Complex is a culmination of a purpose-filled, tireless journey that we commenced in 2019 with the aim of delivering the best healthcare services to our people.
Thibitarĩ ũyũ ũgũteithĩrĩria harĩ gũkinyanĩria motungata ma mwĩrĩ kũrĩ aikari, gũkũ Gavana wa igũrũ akĩhoya thirikari kuongerera macini hamwe na aruti a wĩra kuona marĩ ũnyitanĩri na ministry ya ũgima wa mwĩrĩ ĩtongoretio nĩ Susan Gumicha Wafula.
Your Excellency, we have been with you to a number of counties where we are receiving requests on matters healthcare. And in most cases, what are referred to as projects, they are unfinished. But today we are here celebrating a project that is finished.
President Ruto nĩ aiyũkirie rĩtana rĩa Waigũrũ akiuga ũnyitanĩri na thirikari cia kaunti nĩ makũheana macini kũrĩ mathibitarĩ hamwe na aruti a wĩra, gũkũ akiuga mũbango wa marĩhi ma NHIF nĩ ũkũraithĩrio Wanjikũ wa kawaida nĩguo akarĩhaga kũringana na kĩgĩna gĩake mũgarũ na hau gabere.
With the county governments, we are going to assist as the national government in the equipment of all our hospitals in a manner that will make these health facilities deliver health better.
Utetidi unaikirio mwoko kuona ndereti ya kigina niteteirwo na njira nene ni Governor Anne Waiguru na munini wa President Rigathi wa Gachagua akiuria abunge matige kuruta mendekithia mamwe kuna mako macokia o kiambiriria.
Bunge wameanza tena kutoa ile vitu uliweka. Tunaomba bunge tafadhali mtuachie hii mpango wetu. Lakini pia tunaheshimu nyinyi. But please don't mutilate our plan.
Mufango wao wakiwa nyumba cia raithi naguo ndunatumirio kanua kuona President Ruto athire na mbere na kuhurira ndebe akiuga aria mararegana naguo maraima Wanjiku kanya ga kuikara wega.
Tukubaliana vile vile mambo ya housing. Simwesikia mambo ya housing. Tumesema hii housing, nataka munisikize watu wa Kirinyaga. Hii housing mbali na nyumba, ile kazi ya muhimu zaidi kuliko manyumba ni ajira ya hawa vijana. Hawa vijana ndio tunawapangia ajira. Ile kazi, ile manyumba tunataka kujenga hapa Kirinyaga 5,000. Tunahitaji vijana kati ya 25,000 na 30,000 wa Kirinyaga watusaidie kufanya hiyo kazi.
Handu-ini ha Muthingi TV, riakwa ni Maina wa Mucoe.
Haya, thengio muno umondeki tuti Maina wa Mucoe ni tondu wa riboti iyo yaku njega. Na riu tugitigane na icio tukirongoreria riboti ingi na ni ati uria urakere mutongoria wa thitango cia muingi niwe Nuruddin Haji ni akihitukitio ni bunge gukorwo akiyukia matamu ma utongoria wa ruhonge rwa ugaceru guku bururi-ini. Haji agikorirwo akiendekithio ni mutongoria wa bururi Dagitari William Ruto gukorwo akiawa matamu maya kuma kuri uria uragitiga wira kana uria uragithie retire kumana na wekaine ta Philip Kameru thutha wake gukorwo agitongoretie ruhonge ruru kuma mwaka wa 2014. Reke tukorwo tukiamukira riboti iyo ya kuhetukio kwa Haji kuria bunge-ini.
Muthia mutongoria wa thitango cia muingi Nuruddin Haji ni ahitukitio ni bunge kwa ithenya ria munene wa ruhonge rwa ugaceru.
The National Intelligence Service Act number 28 of 2012, which provides that the President shall nominate a person for appointment as the Director General and submit the name of the nominee to the National Assembly.
Agithoma riboti ya kamiti ya mbirarũ mbere ya bunge ino mũmbunge wa Belgut Nelson Koech ni augite ati Haji ahetũkitio kũrũmĩrĩra we gukorwo akinyanĩirie ikiro ciothe cia gĩgatiba.
That the nominee complies with Section 8(1)(b) of the National Intelligence Service Act 2012, which requires that the DG, that is the Director General, holds a degree from a recognized university in Kenya, and indeed the nominee holds a master's degree in national security policy.
Mwena-inĩ wake mutongoria wa aria aingĩ bunge-inĩ Kimani Ichung'wa ni augite ati ni kiha kuona bũrũri ũkĩgũmĩrwo nĩ wĩkinaĩ ta wa Shakahola, akiuga ati ni ihinda Haji arũnge ruhonge rũrũ akiranĩra kwaga gũkuruhanio kwa ruhonge rũrũ ũteti-inĩ.
And therefore the Director General of NIS will be critical in ensuring not just the safety of our country, but also guaranteeing the safety of our neighbors and ensuring that insecurity coming from our neighbors, from the war in Sudan, the war in Congo, the ongoing war in Somalia.
Ni itua rĩkinyanĩirio nĩ ambunge matiganĩte hatarĩ kũregana narĩo gĩtanywo kuma kũrĩ Philip Kameru na ũrĩa ũkoretwo agĩtongoria rũhonge rũrũ kuma mwaka wa 2014.
That the officer that has been nominated for this job is a distinguished officer, Mr. Speaker.
Na Nuruddin Haji toka akiwa kijana mdogo alikuwa ni mtu mtanashati, ni mtu mchapakazi.
Was at least able to rein in rampant terrorism or terrorist acts within our country.
Haji endekithio nĩ mutongoria wa bũrũri gũkorwo akĩoya ũrũgamĩrĩri wa rũhonge rũrũ rwa ũgacerũ, ũndũ ũrĩa wonekete kũreganwo naguo nĩ ambunge amwe makiuga atĩ nĩ akuruhanĩte na ungumania hĩndĩ ya ũtongoria wake rũhonge-inĩ rwa thitango cia mũingĩ.
Indeed, His Excellency the President on Thursday, 18th May 2023, communicated the name of the nominee for appointment to the position of Director General of the National Intelligence Service to the Speaker for approval by the National Assembly.
No rĩu othe makĩmũhetũkia na mũgambo ũmwe.
The appointment of Mr. Nuruddin Mohammed Haji, OGW CBS, as the Director General of the National Intelligence Service. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? No. The ayes have it. The ayes have it.
Haya, ucio ni mutongoria o kana ni Nurdin Haji na kuria riu agikorwo akiyukia matamu ma wathani kana utongoria iguru ria ruhonge ruru rwa ugaceru na tugukihoka ati ni agikorwo akiagirithia ruhonge ruru makiria kuona ati ihinda-ini riu gukoretwo na ciiko imwe cia andu gukorwo makioragwo na njira cia kiriga na makiria undu uria ugithundura kana ugituthurite urugari guku bururi-ini wigi ikuo cia Shakahola gwathire atia gutiakorirwo gukimenyeka ndeto ino igithie na mbere tugukihoka ati ni ndeto iguthurio na guthurimwo na kinyi wona akioya matamu ma wathani na riboti iyo nyo iragituheka mweke twiko tugiikirio roha ndikorwo ngikuririkania ati no githie na mbere na kwaraniria nanie kugerera nenda citu cia ukinyaniria gwa Facebook ni @Muthingi TV wakihiuka kuria kwa Instagram ona Twitter tukirioko ningi no ngikihũthĩra namba ya WhatsApp niyo kifugo mugwanja kifugo ithathatu inyanya inya mugwanja igere inya mugwanja ni tugikorwo tukiaraniria na ni tugikorwo tugigutambura njetikiria ngikorwo ngigicembia oro hanini ndugathiore mitambo yo ni amu ni ndiragicokereria na mangi maingi.
Gifidi ne murimi muramati ne gifidi kire gikuthomithagia we murimi uhoro wa urimi wa irio urio kuiga ng'ombe na ngoko na nyamu ciaku wega urio kuhota kunyitanithia technology niguo wote kuona indo iguguteithia uthie na mbere na urimi ukurehere mbeca gifidi kiretwo ki murimi muramati.
Kiroto kiumanite na Ngai gikoragwo gigia kuguna mundu kiume Jesu nigwirete wewe wako
ikalawa nikwiyumya kamwe na mumo wa Ngai nakubo ino ndikwenda mundu wakukongome.
Lord, I lift your name on high.
Right. Asante sana maridadi.
Dono dande ka sort dikha.
Ala, nadishte mraunda. Mambo yameweza kuchamuka hapa ndani ya Murugi TV. Mwanzo vishte mraunda. Action movies, Kihindi, series zote papa kwa hapa live and director ndani mwa Murugi TV ni kila siku ya Monday.
It's a wasteland.
Tuesday.
And now, I am the man who's going to break your family.
Wednesday. Na kila siku ya Thursday papa kwa hapa live and director nikikuletea zile movie brand new na ambazo ndugu brother mpenzi mtazamaji utaweza kupenda. Make a data, keep the timer. Ni kila siku mwendo wa sana nyakati za usiku Monday to Thursday papa kwa hapa ndani ya Murugi TV na ukikosa baba na kuambia utakosa makuu.
na nä tå gä thiä na mbere oro wega kä njä tä kä ria ngä gä korwo ngä gä kå nyita å geni oro rä ngä tå gä korwo tå gä thiä na mbere na marä a tå gä kå harä rä rie gå kå metha-inä ya Mũthingi TV Mohoro Hwaini na rä u tå kä å gå kä re riboti ä ngä njoriana nä atä seneta wa Naikuru na å rä a nä å rakä rä må nene wa kambuni ya uthondeki wa njohi ya Keroche nä Tabitha Karanja nä akĩyeheretie ũtongoria-inĩ ũyũ thutha wake gũkorwo agĩtongoria kambuni ĩno thutha wa mĩaka 25 akĩaria thutha wake kũheana kana kũneana ũtongoria ũcio nĩ atarĩirie ruo agereirio nĩ thirikari hetũku o ũndũ ũmwe na rũhonge rwa ũngania wa magoti rwa KRA gũkĩrĩ ũguo kana mũikarĩri gĩtĩ wa kambuni ĩno nĩwe Joseph Karanja nĩ agĩcokeirie ngatho mũtumia wake o ũndũ ũmwe na arĩa magĩkoragwo makĩrutithania wĩra nao kambuni-inĩ ĩno.
Kutokana na hilo, we are here to celebrate a remarkable journey unlike any other. With immense pride, we commemorate 25 years since the birth of a visionary idea that was born and nurtured in this very place. To my family, I want you to know that I love you for being my support system. Husband and life partner, Joseph Karanja, you have been my rock. To my beloved children, James, Annalisa, Edward, I want to express my deepest appreciation for your love. The Kenyan people, thank you. Thank you. You are the bedrock of our success. Your enabling support has shown us the power of a united people when we Kenyans believe in ourselves.
Kuru wafanyikazi wa Keroche ambao tumekaa nao miaka 25 na miaka 25 mtoto ambaye alizaliwa si ameshaenda shule kweli? Si ni kweli?
As we celebrate 25 years of our existence, it is good to remind ourselves how we managed to succeed in spite of the many challenges that we are all aware of. As an organization, our success story has been driven by the entrepreneurial spirit and skills of the founding directors.
Our staff, I cannot forget you. You've been very good people. We've had difficulties, especially after COVID, and of course the difficulties that came from the regulator. You know the difficulties that we went through the last 2 years.
Haya na tũgĩtigane na icio ciĩgiĩ ũtongoria mwerũ wa kambuni ya Keroche na rĩu tũkĩrongorerie riboti ĩngĩ na nĩ atĩ mũteng'eri njorua wa kuma gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ ũĩkaine ta Faith Kipyegon nĩ agĩtuĩkire wa kwamũkĩrwo na njĩra ya mwanya gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ nĩ mũtongoria wa bũrũri hamwe na atongoria angĩ thirikari-inĩ. Faith aragĩkorirwo kana akoretwo agĩtugwo na njĩra ya mwanya kuona atĩ nĩ agĩtugirwo na kĩmanjĩka kĩa mũigana wa ciringi milioni 5 hamwe na nyũmba ya mũigana wa ciringi milioni 6. Faith aragĩkorirwo akĩandĩkithia rekondi njerũ ya mahenya mita-inĩ 5,000 oro ũndũ ũmwe na 1,500 kahinda-inĩ ga kiumia kĩmwe.
I'm so excited. I don't know where to start and finish. I'm so emotional to be here. I feel appreciated. I can say like that. To be back home and see this kind of reception is warm my heart.
The first world record in 1,500 meters. In appreciation of the second world record in
giving to Faith. This is part of our affordable housing program. This house in Park Road, if it was built under the normal program, a 3-bedroom house in Park Road would be anywhere between 15 and 20 million. But because we have decided as a government that owning a house should not be the privilege of the rich, it should be a necessity and a right to as many Kenyans as possible. This house has now been reduced to 6 million shillings, and that is what we are paying. And we have a whole write-up about this phase. We will make sure that other athletes either buy the houses affordably. If they do well like you, they also get a reward from the government of Kenya. We will be asking them going forward. They can ask for their reward in cash. They can also ask for their reward in kind.
5,000 meters, we will present the key to a house at Park Road, which now becomes your residence in Nairobi Fed. A 3-bedroom house.
Just say thank you for this. Actually, I was called around 1 a.m. I wasn't expecting this, but thank you so much for this kind gesture. And thank God I never broke the world record before then, but now at least I'll get something. And congratulations, Faith. I remember we were together in both the meets, and you are really inspiration to everybody around the world, and to me also. I just have 2 requests, Mr. President. I train at Kasarani, and the warm-up track is completely worn out. So if we can make that one, okay, as we head to the Olympics, that will be a great pleasure. And sisi kama athletes tunataka kutoka na chai kidogo hapa. Itakuwa mzuri. Thanks so much for this, and I really appreciate it. For me, I promise in 2 months' time we're getting a medal at the World Championships, and it's never happened before for Africa, not just for Kenya, for Africa. So the progression is going on well.
Haya, ucio ni kana acio ni ateng'eri aria magikorirwo makiamukirwo na njira ya mwanya na magikorwo magitugwo na iheo itiganite, na tugakimendereria ningi ona uhotani makeria ona mahenya-ini kana mithako-ini iria ingi igugioka. Na riu tugitigane na icio na tukirongoreria riboti ingi, na ni ati arimi a itura ria Ndumberi guko ni kaunti ya Kiambu ni magicakaite ni kiria maugite ni kwagagio ni nugu na iria ikoretwo ikihithukira migunda yao, na makeria riri maraikoretwo na mwihoko wa ukorwo makigetha ni maikitie rite na kuri thirikari na makeria kuri ruhonge ruria ruthaitira kana rwa guthaitira nyamu cia githaka rugitacukia makinya mbere ya gukorwo magitacukitie makinya ma gucieheria mwena uyu. Mwandikiteti wa Njiro wa Murugi niwe ukiri na ici makeria.
Aikari a itura ria Ndumberi kaunti-ini ya Kiambu ni makaete thutha wa nugu kutharikira na kuthukangia migunda yao.
Tuna shida ya ngema, tunaita ngema, sijui jina ingine ya hiyo, inaitwa dhero ama ngema. Inakula mahindi, inakula mananazi, paipai, inakula vitu mingi, inaharibu.
Kuringana na Joseph Muraya, uria ni muikari wa itura ria Ndumberi, ni ugete uria nugu ici cikorete cikimathumbura na kuria matunda guko cikimathukangia. Riri ni thutha wa maciaro ma irio kwagira, riu makihoya kwehererio nugu ici.
Sasa kwa muda fulani tumekuwa tukisumbuliwa na nugu ambazo zinaharibu mazao katika mashamba zetu. Sasa hata matunda kama vile avocado, maembe ikiwa iko na matunda zingine tuseme za aina tofauti zikizipata zinazikula na kuharibu, na sio kula ati yala ya kamaliza, ni kuharibu tu. Sasa inaonekana hiyo ni shida ambayo inaonekana kwa muda huu inaweza sumbua sana, kwa sababu Mungu ametujalia na mvua. Sasa mazao yanaelekea kukomaa, kwa hivyo ingewezekana tuondolee hawa nugu, tungekuwa na furaha.
Mwena-inĩ wake Gakenia Kimani nĩ ugĩte mũingĩ nĩ ũratigĩra nũgũ ici tondũ no citharĩkĩre ciana ciao cigĩthiĩ cukuru. Nake Kimani Sharagu nĩ ongereire na kuga atĩ mũingĩ nĩ ũkuoya ikinya rĩa gũcithengia thutha wa kũriboti gwa cibũ na gũtirĩ ikinya rĩtacũkĩtio.
Ogopa sababu hii ni kitu hawajaona na kile watafanya ni kuogopa, wataogopa. Tena wakati mwingine zaweza kuwa dangerous. Kwa hivyo zinaweza attack watoto wetu.
I think we call the survival for the fittest. And I think we have a better brain than the monkeys. So we are going to deal with them. KWS had better come and deal with these animals. Tumeita provincial administration, and they are not doing anything.
Rĩu nĩ mahoete thirikari kweheria nũgũ ici nĩguo magĩe magetha mega.
Kwa hivyo tunaomba serikali watufanyie lolote ili watuondolee hizi vitu.
Ngĩribotera Mũthingi TV, Njĩtagwo Wanjirũ wa Murugi.
Tũgũkĩhoka atĩ arĩmi acio kuma mwena wa Ndumberi kaunti ya Kiambu nĩ magĩkorwo makĩrorerwo thĩna wao na makĩone hihi kana nĩ magĩkorwo makĩgetha na makĩria kũrũmĩrĩra ng'aragu ĩrĩa nene ĩrakĩgũmĩire bũrũri. Na tũgĩtigane na riboti ĩyo ya mwandĩki Tuti Wanjirũ wa Murugi, tũkĩrongoria riboti ĩngĩ na nĩ atĩ rũhonge rwa kĩmabũrũri rwa gũteithĩrĩria thirikari gũthondeka tabarĩra cia ũngania wa igoti na Murugi nĩ rũkĩanjĩtie mũcemanio wa thikũ igĩrĩ gũkũ mũciĩ-inĩ wa Nairobi, na kũrĩa minista mũnene Musalia Mudavadi nĩ akĩũrĩtie kaunti gwĩkorwo igĩetha njĩra makĩria cia gũkorwo igĩcokanĩrĩria na kũrogota kĩgĩna na makĩria gĩa gũkorwo magĩteithĩrĩria gũkinyanĩria tabarĩra cia ũthii wa na mbere matũũra-inĩ. Mwandĩki Tũtikagĩra wa Gĩteru nake akĩrĩ na ici makĩria.
Minister Onyafara Musalia Mudavadi nĩahingũrire kĩgomano gĩa thirikari cia kaunti gĩa gũcira ũramati wa kĩgĩna na kũrĩa komishona mũnene wa rũhonge rwa ũngani wa igoti bũrũri-inĩ KRA maigĩte nĩ manjĩtie gũthomithia aruti wĩra kaunti-inĩ ũrĩa mekũramata mbeca iria mamũkagĩra kuma gwĩ thirikari nene na kuma kwĩ honge cia kĩmabũrũri.
So we in Kenya Revenue Authority and through KESRA we have been instrumental in supporting the national and local governments to improve their property tax administrations through the tailored collaborative framework that includes the IMF, United Nations Capital Development Fund, the Controller of Budget, Council of Governors, and Commission on Revenue Allocation. As KRA, we fully support LOGRI's partnership with KESRA and IBEC, aiming to offer technical assistance, capacity building, and knowledge sharing to improve the capacity to mobilize revenue.
Musalia Mudavadi nĩ ũrĩa thirikari cia kaunti ithondeke tabarĩra cia ũngani wa magoti na ũndũ ũtakũhinyĩrĩria mũkenya makĩroraga moritũ marĩa magũmĩire bũrũri kwa ihinda rĩrĩ.
How do you make your counties competitive? Taxation is elastic. How do you make sure that you are not taxing investors out of your city? The tax collections, as you get more people within that framework, you must also bear in mind that you're also dealing with a major economic issue.
Oho nĩ ongereire na kuuga atĩ nĩguo thirikari ihote kũrutĩra wĩra mũingĩ nĩ ĩrabatara kũrogota igoti na kũria a Kenya merutĩre kũrĩha igoti matakũrĩthema.
If we were just to go back into medieval times, property ownership was actually the measure for political rights. At that time, I believe in the medieval times, property owners were keen to show what they owned. Today, it's the converse. Property owners tend to hide what they own because it's synonymous with more taxation. What do we do, knowing that it is time for people to raise more revenue and not to hide what they own so that they can pay their rightful share of taxes?
Kirifotera Murugi TV, Ekwane Kagera, Wagiteru.
All of us in this area of
Haya, thengio muno mwandiki tutikagira wagiteru ni tondu wa riboti iyo yaku njega na tugukihoka ati ona thirikari cia matura ni magĩkorwo makĩhũthĩra kĩgĩna kĩrĩa kana magĩthukĩirwo nĩ thirikari ni magĩkorwo makĩhũthĩra na njĩra njega na riboti iyo nĩ ĩragĩtũhe kanya tũgĩkorwo tũgĩcoka break ihinda rĩa kerĩ no ngĩkũririkania gĩthiĩ na mbere na kwaranĩria na niĩ kũgerera nenda citũ cia ũkinyanĩria gwa Facebook ni @Muthingi TV waikia ndũmĩrĩri yaku hau nĩ tũgĩkorwo tũgĩkuona na tũgĩkorwo tũkĩaranĩria no njĩtĩkĩria ngĩkorwo ngĩgĩkunda o gĩkombe gĩa kana ikai rĩa tũmaĩ kaira ngĩgĩcokereirie na mangĩ marĩa tũgĩkũharĩrĩirie.
Right. Asante sana maridadi.
Dono dande ka sort dekha.
Ala, na this time rounda mambo yameweza kuchamuka hapa ndani ya Murugi TV. Mwanzo this time rounda action movies, Kihindi series zote papa kwa hapa live in director ndani mwa Murugi TV ni kila siku ya Monday.
It's a wasteland.
Tuesday.
And now, I am the man who's going to break your family.
Wednesday. Na kila siku ya Thursday papa kwa hapa live in director nikikuletea zile movie brand new na ambazo ndugu brother mpenzi mtazamaji utaweza kupenda. Make a data, keep the timer, ni kila siku mwendo wa sana nyakati za usiku Monday to Thursday papa kwa hapa ndani ya Murugi TV na ukikosa baba na kuambia utakosa makuu.
Kuhagira riko na kuihura ni ibataranagia kugĩa na rangi na mũnungo mwega nĩguo ikagucĩrĩria mũcirĩi na nĩkĩo nyũmba ya Mũgĩkũyũ ndĩagaga itaha rĩa kũgagũra mũgeni. Tabarĩra-inĩ ya itaha rĩa maitũ tũgũtaraga njĩra ya kũruga irio ngũrani na onawe ũgakenerera ũrugi waku. Nyitanagĩra na Njeri wa Nyakĩo o kiumia thaa 9 cia hwaĩ-inĩ tukirunga thiri cia urugi guko kwa Murugi TV kihumo gĩa gũtherema. Hihi nĩũĩ nĩrĩ marĩtwa ta your honor, acquittal, accused, conviction mahũthĩkaga? Nĩũĩ makinya ma gũkinyũkia nĩguo wone kĩhoto gĩaku kana kĩa mwana waku?
Kĩhoya kĩhoto kĩoneke.
Tabarĩra-inĩ ya watho kĩgeri-inĩ tũgakũhe kahinda ga kũria kĩũria na gũtũhe woni waku.
Ũguo nĩ ona mangĩũka no ndĩmatemange ona thirikari ĩingĩrĩre. Thaa
8 cia mũthenya nyitanagĩra na niĩ your lady Waitherero wa Njoroge thĩinĩ wa tabarĩra ya watho kĩgeri-inĩ tũthome na tũhĩge hamwe ici ciĩgiĩ watho oro ũndũ ũmwe na kĩhoto gũkũ kwa Murugi TV arĩkĩo kĩhumo gĩa gũtherema.
Aya na nĩtũgĩthiĩte na mbere oro wega kĩnjĩtĩkĩrie ngĩko ngĩkũnyita ũgeni oro rĩngĩ nĩguo tũgĩkorwo tũgĩthiĩ na mbere na marĩa tũgĩkũharĩrĩirie na nĩ atĩ rũhonge rũrĩa kana rũkĩtabaragĩra mĩhang'o ya kũrũa na ungumania gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ rwa EACC nĩ rũkĩonekete gũkĩregana kana gũthiĩ mũgarũ na mendekithia ma gũcenjio gwa icibao imwe cia watho wa kunyabara kana wa kuhurana na ungumania guko bururi-ini gukiri uguo ni maugite ati icunji ici cingigituika cia gucenjio cia gukihe kamweke aria maikoragwo magitabania ungumania gwikorwo makiona mweke wa kurira.
The bill is an amendment to Section 45 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act. Section 45 deals with management and preservation and protection of public revenue and public funds. What these amendments propose to amend are two sections within that particular subsections within that particular Section 45. The proposed amendment is on Section 45 2B and C. So in simple terms, what these particular sections punish is for an officer whose job is to manage public funds not to follow the procurement processes willfully and carelessly. Now, what this bill intends to introduce is to decriminalize that particular action, which is very serious. The other one, C, deals with budget. We know why budgets have to be very critical before, in projects. There has to be a budget before a project is started or implemented. That is why even governments have budgets to ensure that the expenditures within the year is predictable. We are opposed to it. We have not been asked to comment because probably it may not have gone to the public participation. But as a commission, we think this particular amendment is not in good faith. It is meant to kill the fight against corruption when it comes to investigating corruption matter.
We call it supply chain for a reason. It's not just procurement. Supply chain is a holistic view about where the process starts, end-to-end view of supply chain, so that accountability is put at the right places in the supply chain, not just at procurement people.
Nake seneta wa kaunti ya Embu ni Alexander Murugi ni agikitie ritena kuri atongoria kana atongoria othe ya kaunti nio magavana gwikorwo magikana gukorwo na uigirereki na makiria hari uhuthiri wa kigina kiria magithukiirwo ni thirikari na makiria kia muigana wa ciringi bilioni 385 iria makigairwo ni senete. Araragia o ari mwena wa Embu na kuria atariria ati seneti ni akorirwo ikiongerera kigina gike kuma bilioni 370 kinyanagia bilioni 385 na gugithingata thirikari ici gwikorwo na uigirereki hari uhuthiri wa kigina giki.
Mangavana walikuwa nataka 425 bilioni na ambaye hiyo pesa walikuwa nahitaji serikali ya Kenya Kwanza haina hizo pesa. Kulikuwa na singine sisi maseneta tulikuwa ndio tuweze kuwasaidia, tulikuwa nataka tuwapitishie 407 na hizo pesa naye ikaonekana hakuna aziko. Sasa kulingana na advice ya Treasury na wale wengine ambaye ni watabiri wa kuangalia vile Kenya inaendelea, ukaonekana tukipitisha 385 bilioni hizo pesa inaweza kuwa itapatikana, itakuwa na ndio naona hata mambo ya tax collection inafaa iende juu na mambo mengi iende juu, ndio hata hiyo pesa 385 iweze kupatikana. Ya kazi nazo ndio asiweze tukiwapitishia nyingi, hiyo pesa haitapatikana na itawaletea shinda kwa sababu watapatiwa 425 na budget itaenda juu. Ni afadhali wapatiwe hiyo 385. Na nataka kuambia ile serikali nyingine ilikuwa na 370 bilioni na sisi kama masenators tuliwaongezea 15 bilioni, imekuja 385 ambaye pesa ile wanaweza kuifanyia kazi na pesa ambaye tukisukuma mwananchi ataweza kulipa taxi au iweze kupatikana. Kwa hiyo nataka kusema hata hizo si ati ziko sote, lakini kuna shinda kwa sababu ya mandeni ile serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ilikuta ambaye mandeni ile iliwachwa na Msemoi na nyingine imewachwa na Kibaki na nyingine imewachwa na Uhuru. Kwa hiyo kuna shinda, lakini serikali ya Kenya Kwanza inajaribu kuonekana kama economy yetu itapandika, na tuko na hakika itapandika na tutaenda njia ile mzuri.
Muungano wa makanitha na thikabu niguo CCK ni ukionekete guthie mugaru na mendekithia ma thirikari ma gwikirira kana gwikirira mawatho ma uramati wa nyumba cia ihoero goko bururi-ini ni maugite ati makinya kana itanya riri ringikinyanirio ria gukorwo rikiingirira wiyathi wa maho kana na gukorwo amwe magikorwo makiimwo kihoto kiao gia kuria mahoyagira.
We are not happy the way the church is being treated in this country, because we are wondering why we have wholesale condemnation when we have an issue of one individual like what is happening in Shakahola on Mackenzie. And they begin to generalize pastors and servants of God. Why is it that we don't see the same when we have rogue doctors and when we have rogue nurses, teachers, and I can go on and on and on? Why don't we see the same? Is it possible, or is it right for us to say that we have enough enemies in government against the church, and we have enemies even in parliament and in Senate, so they will always wait for an opportunity?
Ni mzuri watu wajue ya kwamba makanisa ndio mwanzo wa mambo yote. Hata ukifanya kazi yako kwa mikono yako bila maombi, hakuna kitu yenye unafanya. Hata ukilea watoto wako, hakuna kenye unafanya.
Emphasize on what you've just said hapa mwisho, the comparisons you make. Why
nakuo nego kiumirite gahiha gatagati ka maabitha a borithi na muingi guko ni mwena wa Shinyaru, guko ni kaunti ya Kakamega, na ni hindi ya mungururio wa kuhitana na njohi njikirira mukana mwena uyu muingi uyu uragikorirwo giukanira na borithi ni kiria maugite ati murutwo umwe wa cukuru ni kana ni aragikorirwo akihurwo rithathi gukiri uguo kana muingi uyu ni uragikorirwo ukionania mathuguta mao na kuria uragikorirwo githarikira ngari ya maabitha a borithi oro ndumwe na yandiki a mohoro. No ukiri uguo kuringana na munini wa kamishina mwena wa Shinyaru ni akiugite ati maragikorirwo makihota gukorwo magita makiria marita 40,000 cia njohi njikirira mukana ya Chang'a.
Hapa ameweka fence kuonyesha the end of his property, na hapa tuko na barabara, na mbele ukiangalia far end kule kuna famous club itwa Patapata ambayo the government walimdeport the owner. The issue of riparian according to Kenyan constitution ni 2 meter from the high water mark to 30 meter high water mark. Our investors ameacha 120 na still ameka amusement area, na the area is open for the public. We are here for the sake of the public. We have no interest. I'm not an investor. I have nothing. I have no interest here. But
ile kitu nitasema, nitawaomba kwa saa hii hiyo mambo ya utengenezaji wa pombe haramu uishe, sababu hatutalala. Tuko tayari na tutaendelea pia kupambana na wao mpaka hiyo mambo ya pombe iishe. Ukiangalia kama vile wanaendelea kufanya saa hizi, wamefika kiwango mpaka wameanza kupanda bangi. Ile inaonyesha utumizi wa bangi pale iko juu, na ndio sababu na wengi ni idlers na hakuna kazi wanafanya. Kazi yao ni kungojea maaskari wakiwa wanaona anaelekea pande hiyo wapambane na wao.
Kusema kweli, hakuna kisa tayari imeripotiwa ya mwanafunzi ambaye ameumia, na isipokuwa kama atajitokezea baadaye kusema kama aliumiza, basi tutaweza kuchunguza kwa makini, sababu ile majeraha ambayo ile wenzetu wako nayo ni wale wamepatikana na mawe. Hatujapata yeyote aliyepatikana na jeraha ya silaha ya bunduki, ya kwamba ule ambaye amehusika kwa kurusha mawe, kuharibu gari ya ofisa wa media ama kuharibu gari ya serikali, tutamchukulia hatua.
Sisi tunasema serikali tumekupa heshima yenyu kabisa. Mnakuja kwa hii poma, tumemwachia poma kila kitu. Mbona mnachukua pikipiki yenye iko na kila kitu mnaweka kwa gari?
Wametembea, wamekuja kwa manyumba zetu, wamesearch mambo na pombe, lakini kitu yenye inatushangaza hapa kwa hii poma kuna watoto wa shule. Leo hao maaskari hata wamepata mtoto kwa nyumba, wamempika huyo mtoto makofi, wamemshukisha kwa nyumba, wamemwambia atoke nje na akiendelea kulia watamuumiza. Alafu wameingia kwa nyumba, wamechukua mpaka sukari, wameingilia mpaka mapikipiki, wamechukua mtoto wa shule, wamempika risasi, hata bullet ndio hii yenye wamefanya nini, wamepika naye huyo mtoto.
Nayo thirikari ya kaunti ya Kilifi nĩ gĩthingatĩtwo kĩingĩrĩra na gwetha kihonio kia ngucanio gatagati ka aigithia eri na aria marakigucaniria mugunda umwe mwena wa Marindi. Aigithia aya aria ni Shelal Abdara na Henry Shavanzia a kambuni ya wendia wa migunda ya Lepleida Investment maikoretwo makigucaniria mugunda uyu umwe akienda gukorwo agiaka nyumba kana gukorwo agiaka nyumba cia uigithia mwena uyu, nake urio ungi akiuga ati mugunda uyu ni wake.
Hapa ameweka fence kuonyesha the end of his property, na hapa tuko na barabara, na mbele ukiangalia far end kule kuna famous club itwa Patapata ambayo the government walimdeport the owner. The issue of riparian according to Kenyan constitution ni 2 meter from the high water mark to 30 meter high water mark. Our investors ameacha 120 na still ameka amusement area, na the area is open for the public. We are here for the sake of the public. We have no interest. I'm not an investor. I have nothing. I have no interest here. But my interest here is to ensure the public have right of this access.
To force access, and they went through to the riparian grabbed land in the part of the ocean there. With those nearly 40 goons, all armed with rogue weapons. And that is a serious security threat to our business.
Wa Shela na mwanaharakati, hii barabara imefungwa na kuna tenda inataka kuja hapa kwa ajili ya kusaidia jamii yetu ya Malindi. Kuna opportunity za vijana ya kazi, ikiwa hapa kutakuja opportunity ya kazi, sisi kama vijana tutafaidika. Sasa kuna watu wanajifanya wababe, wana pesa, wanatuzibia barabara, wanatuzibia sisi opportunity ya kazi kama vijana. Je, wanataka tuwe wizi, tuingie katika majumba yao tuwaibie, wahalifu? Lakini sisi tunachoomba serikali kuu na serikali ya county, hii barabara ifunguliwe, investor apate kuinvest pesa ili mradi utengezwe.
Haya, tugukihoka ati thirikari ni kuingirira na ethe kihonia kia mugunda ucio, na riboti ni yagitwikira gaturumo ka maria twikumathira gucokeria ngatho cia mwanya ni tondu wa gwitikira kunyitanira na nie njitikiria ngiko ngithoma ndumiriri imwe cia we urakijirwa gitwira kwira mitambo itu Facebook. Charity wa Bogo Msoni ndagikuona muno, thengio muno. Medisize ndakuona, Jane Karaja ndakuona, Murithi Njagi thank you, Waitherero wa Njoroge thank you muno, Kariuki wa Duati ndagikuona, kama Musenango thank you so much, Sam Kongo ndakuona, Shaibu Senior, George Ngoge na Ann Mugaka thank you so much, na aria makinyaneria mutaburuka uyu wa mohoro maitu kuma andiki aitu amohoro magitongoretwo mundu gwitwo Kariuki wa Duati wa Itherero wa Njoroge thengiũ muno, ona mwerekeri wakwa mundu gwitwo Tilusi ni tukimonanagia tugakimwita wa Faith, na mundu uranegenera muno haha agwitwo wa Thika thengiũ muno, ni njui ni wakiganira thank you so much, na mundu gwitwo Shaibu Senior ni mundu ukiuma wa